Hey friends, this is Lil Chip again, and today we will be discussing on chess for beginners. Moreover, I will create more videos based on intermediate and advanced levels on chess in the future. So, this is what we're going to discuss today. What is chess? What can chess do for me and you? This is the final goal and the ultimate objective of the game. Setting up the chessboard and the pieces. Do you know that chess was invented over 1300 years ago? Yes, chess was invented over 1300 years ago in the country of India under the name of Chaturanga. Chess is a game of war. Chess is a two-player strategy board game played on a chessboard, a checkered game board with 64 squares arranged in an 8x8 grid. So these are the 8 squares in the file and another 8 squares in the rank. Each player controls their own 16 pieces army. One team is white, another team is black. Their armies are consisting of one king, one queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops and 2 knights, and 8 pawns. What can chess do for me and you? As a small child, it will improve your problem-solving techniques like solving math problems. It will also improve your logic and reasoning skills, and it increases your patience and persistence. And it's very essential to think patiently. And lastly, improve your decision-making skill, and it's very essential to make decisions at the right time. If you look at this picture below, it will sharpen your memory, put in more concentration, put like an innovative person like an entrepreneur, put like a self-dependent like a person who don't ask another person for help. It will put you for creativity and calculation. So this is the goal and the objectives of the game. The objective is to checkmate the opponent's king by placing it under an inescapable threat of capture. To this end, the player's pieces are used to attack and capture the opponent's pieces while supporting each other. The game may result in draw in several ways. Draw means stalemate. And stalemate means that the king is not in danger, but it can't move. So these are the pieces. There are 6 different types of chess pieces. This is the king, this is the white king and black king. This is the white rook and the black rook. This is the white knight and the black knight. This is the white queen and the black queen. This is the white bishop and the black bishop. This is a white pawn and black bishop. Black pawn. Each piece also has a relative value based on chess scoring system. Pieces with a higher numbers have a higher value. The king has an infinite value. The queen has the 9th highest value among the 6 chess pieces. The rook is the second highest, and the bishop and the knight has a equal value. And the pawn has the lowest value. This is setting up the chessboard. In the pawns, they are called the soldiers. And this is a rook. The rook is like an elephant guarding. This is the knight. It's like a person who rides a horse. This is the bishop. The bishop's like a magician. The queen is in the white queen is on the white square, as the white queen likes to wear white shoes and white dress, while the black queen likes to wear black dress and black shoes. While the king is opposite to the queen. the white king will be always in the black square, and the black king will be in the white square. So this is the chessboard. In here, this is the file like A file, B file, C file, and D file. And this is the rank, like first rank, second rank, third rank, fourth rank. And this is a diagonal. So now let's look at the detail of the pieces. The pawn moves forward only, never backwards. On its first move only, it may move 1 or 2 squares. After that, it can move only 1 square at a time, capturing on the diagonal. If you look at this picture here, the pawn can move only 1 step and capture the diagonal. This is a knight. The knight is the only piece that can jump over the other pieces. The knight moves in a capital L shape, but captures only the square that he finishes his jump. Always, the knight moves in the first 2 squares forward, backwards, sideways, and then finishes his L shape. If you're not sure that you don't know how many squares it moves, this is the way to remember. This is 2 squares, it's a 3 squares, then you times it, then you get 6. By moving right or left by 1 more square row. If you look at this picture here, the knight can move only 1, 2, or 3 squares at the first move. This is the bishop. The bishop dominates diagonals. It moves back and forth as many squares as desired on diagonals, but only stays in one color square as the whole chess game. It takes place by moving onto the square, just like the knight. The value of the bishop is equal to 9, which is 3 pawns. If you look at this picture here, the bishop moves in a white squares as it is a white bishop, while the black bishop will only move black squares. This is a rook. The rook is only allowed to move along the one file vertically and horizontally. So this is vertically and this is horizontally. It is equals to 5 pawns. This is the queen. Each side only gets the queen. She only moves diagonals, ranks, and files. The queen is moving as far as she wants in any direction until she encounters another chess piece or the edge of the game. She cannot jump like the knight. The queen is quite powerful. Look at this picture here. The queen always moves like files, ranks, and diagonals. And she moves like a compass. And lastly, this is the king. The king is the most important piece in chess, and it has the head of the both armies. It has an infinite value because if the king is lost, then the game is also lost or over. The king can move 1 square in any direction, but during castling, you can move 2 squares and the rook will jump over. However, the king may not move to a square will be attacked. So if you look at this picture here, the king will only control 8 squares. So this is the end of the section. So I hope you guys understand what is chess and the learning outcomes that I teach you today. So if you have any doubts, questions, or inquiries, please type in the comment box and have a nice day, everyone. Thank you and goodbye.